Hold on to your hats for an epic adventure across Mongolia's boundless steppes, where the stories of its women roar like the wind. This isn't just a video, it's a celebration of their fierce spirit, unbreakable resilience, and vibrant dreams. We're diving into 10 spellbinding truths about Mongolian women, from ruling empires to shaping modern futures. Picture rolling grasslands, cozy chairs, and women who command life with grace and grit. Their tales are the heartbeat of a nomadic nation, blending ancient wisdom with bold ambition. Ready to meet these extraordinary trailblazers? Let's gallop into their world. Fact 1. Queens of the Mongol Empire. Step into the 13th century, where the Mongol Empire stretches from the Pacific to the Caspian Sea, and at its core, women like Borte, Genghis Khan's Grand Empress, hold the reins of power. While her husband conquered, Borte managed vast nomadic camps, coordinating thousands of herders and ensuring survival across harsh steppes. She wasn't alone. Sorkartani, widow of Talyui, ruled northern China with diplomatic genius, while Torajin Khatun governed as regent, issuing decrees that shaped an empire. These women weren't mere consorts. They were strategists, owning property, advising khans, and sometimes leading armies. Mandahai, the wise queen, in the 15th century, reunited warring tribes, her bow and arrow as sharp as her mind. Unlike women in neighboring China or Persia, Mongol women rode horses, fought in battles, and spoke boldly at tribal councils. Their authority was woven into the fabric of a society where survival demanded everyone's strength. They negotiated marriages to secure alliances, managed livestock wealth, and even influenced succession. Sorkartani ensured her sons, including Kublai Khan, rose to power. This wasn't exceptional, it was expected. Their stories, passed down in oral epics, still echo in Mongolia's jairs, told by grandmothers under starlit skies. Today, their legacy inspires women like Tsukhaijin Elbegdorj, a former president, who carry that same fearless leadership. These queens didn't just rule, they redefined power, proving that Mongolian women have always been forces of nature, their courage galloping through history. Fact 2. Masters of the steppe. Picture a gur glowing against a snowy steppe, smoke curling from its chimney. Inside, a woman milks goats, churns kumis, and stitches felt, her hands never idle. Mongolian nomadic women have long been the backbone of the steppes, managing households and livestock while men hunted or waged wars. They gathered firewood, cooked meals, and crafted dairy products like arrow, tasks requiring hours of labor in biting cold or scorching heat. But their role went far beyond domesticity. They sheared wool, tanned hides, and drove ox-drawn wagons during migrations or campaigns. This demanding life gave them autonomy. Widows often took over herds, becoming family heads with full authority. Unlike many Asian cultures, Mongol women weren't confined. They rode alongside men, their horsemanship legendary. Today, 31% of Mongolian women live rurally, many still herding. They face brutal winters and zuds, disasters that kill livestock, yet their resilience shines. Take Kalyana, a herder in Arkhangai who learned to ride at 5 and now manages 200 animals. She navigates climate change, market slumps, and isolation, yet keeps her family thriving. Her story mirrors thousands, from Cove to Dorned, where women maintain nomadic traditions. In 2023, herders contributed 12% to Mongolia's GDP, with women driving dairy and wool markets. They blend old skills with new, using phones to check weather or sell goods. Their work isn't just labor, it's a dance of survival, ensuring Mongolia's nomadic soul endures, vibrant and unbreakable. Fact 3. Education powerhouses. Zoom into a bustling Ulaanbaatar classroom, where girls hunch over textbooks, their dreams as vast as the Gobi. By 1985, 63% of university students were women, a trend that soared. Today, 62% of college graduates are female, dominating fields like medicine, law, and education. This reverse gender gap stems from a cultural shift. Parents, especially post-Soviet, invested in daughters' education to escape the harsh nomadic life. In 2023, female literacy hit 97.3%, outpacing men's 96.8%. But the journey isn't easy. Rural girls trek miles to school, braving blizzards, while urban women juggle studies with chores. Take No Minjin, a singer who earned a degree abroad, her education opening global stages. Despite their degrees, women face a 12.6% pay gap and only 17% of corporate board seats. Yet they persist. Programs like the Shiren Panju Merali Foundation offer scholarships, helping girls like Altan Setseg, a Kenti teen, study engineering. In 2024, women made up 70% of medical graduates, addressing Mongolia's doctor shortage. Rural schools, once male-focused, now see girls excelling, with 80% passing national exams. Urban women lead in STEM, with 40% of tech students female. Education isn't just a degree, it's a ladder to freedom, letting women challenge norms and lead. Picture a herder's daughter in Bayanalgi, her notebook filled with equations, dreaming of NASA. These powerhouses don't just learn, they transform Mongolia, proving knowledge is their sharpest weapon. Fact 4. Business Trailblazers. In Ulaanbaatar's Naranchul market, Buya Mandar haggles over lorry parts, her Chinese fluency sealing deals. Nearly 40% of Mongolian businesses are women-owned or co-owned, a surge from the Soviet-era's state-controlled economy. Women like Buya, who studied in Beijing, drive commerce, from vegan cafes to cashmere brands. Sarawal Tugsjargal, a supermodel, leveraged her Asian star model win to launch a fashion line. But it's not all glamour. Women earn 25% less than men, and rural entrepreneurs struggle for loans, with only 15% of bank credit reaching them. Despite this, they thrive. In 2024, women-led startups grew 10%, raising $50 million in sectors like e-commerce and tourism. Rural women sell dairy or felt crafts, reinvesting profits into schools or healthcare. Take Oyenchaimig, a single mother in the Gobi, whose online felt business funds her son's university. Herding families rely on women's side hustles, cheese, wool, or leather, contributing 20% to household income. In cities, women like Engtuya run tech firms, mentoring young entrepreneurs. A 2023 report showed women-owned firms employ 30% of Mongolia's female workforce, creating jobs and role models. Digital platforms like Shuyuarhai.mn help them reach global markets. They face skepticism. Some banks demand male guarantors, but crowdfunding and NGOs like Mercy Corps empower them. Picture a seamstress in Dornogovi, her deal designs trending in Japan. These trailblazers don't wait for opportunity, they forge it, reshaping Mongolia's economy with vision and hustle. Fact 5. Cultural Guardians. During Nadam, Mongolia's grand festival, a woman draws her bow in an archery contest, her aim as sharp as her ancestors. Mongolian women have always been cultural pillars, competing in virile sports, like archery and horse racing, traditions dating back centuries. They weave felt for jars, sing kumiai throat songs, and recite epics of queens like Mandahai. Married women wear ornate headdresses, symbols of status, while crafting deal robes with intricate stitches. Today, 69% of urban women blend tradition with modernity, donning deal for tsagaan sar but jeans for work. Rural women preserve shamanic rituals, offering milk at over shrines to honor spirits. Despite Soviet bans on religion, women hid Buddhist texts in jars, keeping culture alive. In 2024, women-led craft cooperatives earned $10 million in exports, from cashmere to embroidery. But fast fashion threatens handcrafts, and urban youth lean Western. Yet women adapt, selling on Etsy or teaching workshops. Take Shuditsetseg, a Miss Asia USA winner, who models traditional attire globally. A 2023 survey showed 75% of women value cultural practices, teaching kids songs or recipes. Picture a grandmother in Selenge, her hands guiding her granddaughter's embroidery. These guardians don't just preserve, they evolve Mongolia's heritage, ensuring its soul gallops forward, vibrant and timeless. Fact 6. Political pioneers. In 1921, Mongolia's revolution declared women equal, granting voting rights before the US or France. By 1985, women held 25% of parliamentary seats. but post-Soviet turmoil slashed this to 13%. Today, only 17.1% of MPs are women, ranking Mongolia 133rd globally. Yet, women like Undrak Sadnamdorj, a 3-term local leader, are rewriting the narrative. They face deep patriarchy, sacred sites like Atgantenger mountain bar women, mirroring leadership barriers. Despite this, they've driven laws like the 2016 domestic violence criminalization. In NGOs like Women for Change, they tackle issues from childcare to harassment. Rural women, like Bayarma in Tove, lobby for schools, their voices shaking traditions. In 2023, women led 50% of civil society campaigns, from climate action to gender quotas. Urban women like Belorma use X to advocate, while rural women organize herder councils. They face voter bias. 70% believe men are better leaders, but persist. The 2011 gender equality law, pushed by women, boosted female hires. Imagine a young activist in Kovsko, rallying for women's seats. These pioneers don't just vote, they reshape Mongolia's future, proving their leadership is as vast as its plains. Fact 7. Resilience against adversity. In a ger battered by its Zud, a woman wraps her children in felt, her warmth defying the minus 40 degrees Celsius cold. Mongolian women face brutal challenges. 63% report sexual harassment, and 11.5% endure domestic violence yearly. Post-1991 economic collapse left 30% in poverty, with women hit hardest, often heading households. They work longer hours, 30% more than men, in subsistence tasks like herding or sewing, yet earn 25% less. Rural women lack healthcare, with 20% of IMAGs missing clinics, while urban women face job biases against pregnancy. Yet they rise. Take Girly Odenkind, who joined Women for Change, posing for art to challenge body norms and fight abuse. In 2023, women-led NGOs trained 5,000 survivors in skills like tailoring. Rural women like Monk Setseg barter milk for medicine, while urban women crowdfund startups. A 2024 report showed 40% of single mothers run micro-businesses, defying odds. They face social stigma. Divorcees are often shunned, but build communities through self-help groups. Picture a widow in Zauhan, herding alone, her kids in school thanks to her grit. Their resilience turns pain into power, proving Mongolian women are unbreakable, their strength a beacon in the darkest storms. Fact 8. Spiritual anchors. At a shamanic ceremony in Kovskal, a woman offers vodka to the sky, her chants linking earth to spirits. Mongolian women are spiritual linchpins, tending over shrines and leading Buddhist or Tengriist rituals. In Jers, they teach children to honor nature, tying blue kadogs to trees. During Soviet purges, women hid altars in felt, preserving faith. Today, 80% of women participate in rituals, from Sagan Sar offerings to daily prayers. Rural women maintain sacred sites, while urban women use apps for mantras or Zoom for pujas. They face long hours preparing offerings, yet their devotion is unshakable. Take Setsegma, a grandmother in Bayanaljiai, teaching her grandson shamanic songs. In 2023, women led 60% of religious festivals, fostering community. Urban Buddhists like Altantriya fund temple repairs, while rural shamans heal with herbs. Their spirituality isn't just faith, it's leadership, tying Mongolia's diverse faiths together. Picture a young mother in Uvs lighting a butter lamp, her prayers steady. These anchors don't just pray, they weave Mongolia's soul, ensuring its spiritual heartbeat echoes across centuries. Fact 9. Masters of multitasking. In Adorned Gur, a woman stirs Arag, checks livestock prices on her phone, and braids her daughter's hair, all before sunrise. Mongolian women are multitasking virtuosos, juggling herding, childcare, and commerce with effortless grace. Urban women like Nominjan balance global tours, business ventures, and advocacy, while rural women like the Lorma herd, sow, and sell dairy. A 2023 study found women spend 28 hours weekly on chores, double men's share, yet 58% work full-time. They face societal pressure to prioritize family, with 60% expected to cook daily, yet excel. Take Enksetseg, a Ulaanbaatar teacher who runs a tutoring side hustle while raising 3 kids. Rural women drive ox carts, repair jars, and barter goods, while urban women manage offices and Saigon Sar feasts. In 2024, 45% of working women led community projects, from wells to schools. They navigate time crunches and exhaustion, their resilience a quiet superpower. Picture a lawyer in Darkhan, drafting contracts while steaming booze. Their multitasking isn't just skill, it's a symphony, blending tradition and ambition into Mongolia's vibrant future. Fact 10. Voices of Change. In Ulaanbaatar's Supator Square, Zalzaya Bakwiag paints a mural of a woman shattering chains, her art sparking debates. Women for Change and groups like Munfemnit are amplifying women's voices, tackling domestic violence and wage gaps. In 2011, their Vagina Monologues performance broke taboos, drawing 500 viewers. Today, 40% of women use X to advocate, from herders demanding land rights to artists challenging norms. They face deep bias. 97% of Mongolians believe men are better leaders, yet persist. Take Bachimeg Bachirin, a soccer coach defying stereotypes, her girls' team winning nationals. In 2023, women led 70% of social campaigns, from anti-harassment laws to climate action. Rural women like Tuya organize herder unions, while urban activists push for 30% parliamentary quotas. They face trolling and threats, but platforms like Instagram amplify them globally. A 2024 report showed 50% of young women joined advocacy groups, inspired by elders. Picture a teen in Govi Altai, her blog on equality going viral. These voices don't just speak, they roar, reshaping Mongolia's future, proving women's words can move mountains. What an exhilarating ride through the unstoppable world of Mongolian women. From queens who ruled empires to activists painting new futures, they're the soul of a nation, weaving strength, wisdom, and dreams into every step. Their stories, of grit, grace, and boundless ambition, remind us that Mongolian women don't just endure, they conquer, shaping a legacy as vast as the steppes. If their fire lit a spark in you, smash that like button, share this video, and let's keep their spirits soaring. Subscribe for more tales of human brilliance, and until next time, keep chasing the stories that gallop across the world's wild, beating heart.